gonna go over some basics of close guard today. Close guard is actually really good because for gi and no gi, it's applicable. You just gotta change the grips up a little bit. I'll borrow Corey for this. One of the main reasons close guard is really, really good is because when I'm in the close guard, if you subscribe to like the principle of like an offensive versus a defensive cycle, I'm almost automatically in an offensive cycle because I have 2 points of contact just off the bat. And as long as I grab anything, I have 4. So I can start attacking here at will. Another thing is although his upper body is like above me, my hips are higher than him, right? And it's a pretty dominating position. The close guard, if you think about it, it's basically, if you roll over this side, it's a mount just in a different orientation, right? You don't have the gravity, but the configuration is the same, right? So a couple things with close guard. You know you're doing pretty good in close guard if you can achieve one of the 4 things. The first of which is if you can bring your opponent's elbow across the center line, it's almost a direct path to the back, right? If you can get Buddy to bring his hands to the mat, again, this is really, really good. Lots of attacks and stuff like that, right? If you can somehow step up on this leg, if you can get his hip to the floor, right, you're in a really, really good spot. And lastly, if you can get your opponent chest to your chest, you're in business. So I like it because you can systematize it into these simple things where that's kind of what you're looking for. And anytime you have these things, you're doing a good job. So the first thing we're going to look at is trying to bring the elbow across to what's called a side scissor position. This is one of those things where people know exactly what you're doing and it's a grind, but it's really, really difficult to stop. So all I'm looking to do is bring Corey's elbow right here across my center line. I'm looking to adjust and enter what's called a side scissor position. And you guys can see from here, this is a direct route to the back, which has the highest percentage finishes and strangles, right? So it's easy to visualize this. It's hard to do because people will fight you. So we'll just go over a couple basics of how we can get to this position, right? There's some small nuances like a push-pull concept and common grip breaking kind of things, right? So the most common thing that most people are going to do, if I'm in the close guard, you have to make sure that your legs are doing most of the job. So if I wanted to get one of those things like chest to chest, I can pull all day. It's not really going to do too much, right? So put your hands behind your back, right? And don't let me pull you. It's tough, right? It's your knee pull to your chest. So again, hands behind your back, right? And don't let me pull you chest to chest. It's going to go. It's all knee pull, right? This stuff is just more like getting rid of posts. That being said, if he puts a frame into my chest, yeah, just like a straight frame, and I knee pull, I'm going to hit this, right? So your hands are largely used to deal with stuff like this, and your legs are going to pull. You have to use them in tandem though, because if I just try to pull his arm this way, right, or back or up, it's not going to go anywhere. I have to use my legs to load, and then when it's here, then it'll go. It's like charging a system, right? So a common thing is like they'll grab a double lapel if you want. Yeah, and just drive in with this. Like even with this, he doesn't want to come forward with the knee pull. I can only manipulate the hands and move them out of the way if I pull. If I just pull like this, I'm not doing anything. I need to load the system so there's energy coming in, then I can break it. Make sense? So let's go top bottom. So the most common way to do this, there's a couple grips that people will take. So again, if you understand what's happening, it's not your back muscles that's going to stop you. It's this post. So the most common one that we learn at white belt is like, if I don't want to go forward, I'm just going to stick my hand into your chest. Usually they grab 2 lapels, post it in like this. And the option for this is different, right? So if he does a knee pull right now, it's all here. I'm not using my back muscles at all. So the most common way to defeat this is if he takes a sleeve grip over top, right? And thread underneath, like here. Grab your own wrist. Through here, right? This is like a very common grip break. You've probably seen this before. The difference is if he tries to break this grip right now and he doesn't use a leg pull, like it's not going anywhere. If he tries to push my hand back against me, it's not going anywhere, side to side, doesn't matter. It has to go up, right? So it's a pull first, and it has to be done with legs. So even if he pulls with his hands, pull up, no, they're not going. He has to load the system. So bring your knees, and I'm here, now it goes, right? So you have to charge that system. Switch top and bottom. So again, this is just one of many. So if he grabs a double lapel, whatever here, right? I'm here. So I have the top of the sleeve. I'm just reinforcing. And again, if I push him away, it's not going to go. Push him aside, doesn't go. I'm basically bringing it up as much as I can. And even if I do that, it's tough. I have to knee pull at the same time, pushing it up. And once I'm here, you're not pushing it away. You're kind of swinging it down in an arc, right? And for guys that are really, really big, I won't be able to move their arm, so get really stiff. I'm actually moving myself on the outside, right? Grab the lat. If you're in the gi, you can flare this out. This is a really good grip. For those who prefer no gi, the lat's good. But from here, you've entered the side scissor position, and you can largely take the back.